Anyway, hello, good evening, welcome to the programme. Hope your Monday's gone all right so far. It's not been too stressful. If it has, I might be about to make it all that bit worse. We're going to talk about U2. So we've got the likes of Sunday, Bloody Sunday, With or Without You, and Beautiful Day. Just 3 songs from U2's almighty back catalogue. It is huge, whether you like them or not. They are certainly the most successful band to come out of Ireland, but the question tonight is, are they the best? Could perhaps you find better songs in the greatest hits of Thin Lizzy, the Undertones, or, dare I say it, Snow Patrol? And if you start coming at me with this, Snow Patrol or Scottish, that's only a partial truth and I don't want to hear it. Put it this way, which of them would encourage you into some dad dancing, like producer Seamus at the weekend, him and his dodgy hip? We have a U2 groupie joining us tonight. By day, she is a fairly hard-working journalist, but by night, Leona O'Neill is actually a Bono stalker. How are you doing, Leona?
I'm doing great. I've got my poster of Bono here. I've got my Bono cup of tea, my Bono pen, my Bono t-shirt. I'm sorted.
Also here is Finola Meredith, who still hasn't quite found what she's looking for when she hears U2. Did you like that?
Yeah, I love that actually. Boom, boom. Yes, I am a U2 skeptic. I don't love them.
Why is that?
Because they're bland, they're swaggering, they're tame. Rock and roll should be wild. It should be just crazy stuff. It should be all sorts of, it should get you in the guts. And U2 never gets me in the guts, unless it's make me feel a little bit sick.
Well, Leona, before we come to you, what I want to do is test your knowledge, because you pretend that you are this all-knowing U2 fan. So I want to know if you can name and tell me the songs in this little U2 montage. Have a listen.
And you're not moving anywhere. You thought you higher in the sun, you shoot me from a gun. I need you to be with you.
I reckon you'll be struggling.
No way.
So could you name them all, Leona?
Right, number 1, Pride. Number 2, Beautiful Day. Number 3, City of Blinding Lights. Number 4, I think it was Elevation. Number 5, Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For.
But you know what? I'm going to give you a round of applause for that, because I think even though I'm still not sure if you're completely bedded into that U2-ness there, that was quite good.
Well, it was quite good. No, it was all correct. Wasn't that?
I should... okay, yes, actually, you were all correct. I should say as well, you can watch us tonight on Facebook, facebook.com/BBC Radio Ulster, except for Leona, because she's up in the northwest. You heard what Finola had to say there when it comes to U2. People are quite often really, really passionate about them, like you. Why do you love them so much?
I don't know. I suppose the songs were on the radio for me, and they provided the soundtrack to my life almost. I mean, I think I was about 8 years old when I first heard Sunday Bloody Sunday, and it was a protest song, and it was when the streets around us were kind of on fire, burning, and this song was just a protest song, and it kind of just really, really spoke to me. And then, like songs like One, I think I was about 17 or 18 years old when that song came out. It was about getting your heart broken. And then just other songs throughout my life. I mean, A Beautiful Day, I remember my husband and I, we lost our baby around the time that song came out, and it was just, the first line, "Her heart is a bloom, she's through the stony ground." I don't know, it spoke to me. It's poetry. And then other songs throughout the ages as well. There was another song, Breathe, reminded me of my father. And it's just every song that they have ever brought out, apart from that song, Sweetest Thing. I hate that song so much.
Okay.
Every song spoke to me.
You put up a very strong argument, Leona. Is it fair to say, Finola, that people tend to like U2, aside from Leona, that don't live in Ireland? They're more popular outside. They're popular here, but they maybe don't get that slight irritant that some people do with people that aren't from here.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, that if songs have a particular meaning for you, then they do become very powerful, and I would never want to put that down. But just, I think maybe they are more popular outside Ireland. We don't tolerate this swaggering very well, do we?
What's a swagger?
Have you looked at Bono recently? Leona, even you must admit he swaggered.
Oh, God. The swaggering God is lovely.
Well, you know, I had the misfortune of actually going to see U2 when they were last in Belfast. Not by choice, I should say. I was reviewing it for the Irish Times, and I went along, and I was amazed by the spectacle. I mean, their shows are spectacular. The visuals are incredible, but it felt like the music was just the soundtrack to the visuals. And then you saw things like, you know, big images of Syrian refugees, and you know, while Bono's singing "Bullet the Blue Sky," and you just think, this is so bombastic. It's embarrassing. I don't want to be preached to by a rock band.
But surely music is so different from person to person. If you like it, you like it. For example, on here, there's a few people on Facebook that are commenting on this. Brian says, U2 punch you in the guts every time you hear them. Without a doubt, the greatest live act come
Makes me want to punch them in the gut.
But you get that, and I guess Leona has, to an extent, she's really displayed that as well. You find, for some reason, that you have this huge connection with music and with this band.
Yeah, no, I know some people do feel like that, and the time I did see them, you could see the fans were completely blown away by seeing them. So I know a lot of people feel like that, but there's a heck of a lot, to my mind, better bands in Ireland. Like, you were playing Thin Lizzy there, I'd forgotten how good that song was. What about a bit of old Irish punk? There's some brilliant
Like
Stiff Little Fingers, Undertones, Rudy. I mean, honestly, you know, watch the film Good Vibrations, the story of Terry Hooley, the guy who discovered the Undertones. And
Now, there's a man that also has a bit of swagger about him.
He does swagger. Yes, he does. That's undeniable. But, you know, you realise there's so much else out there that, to my mind, has more substance, more personality, more character.
Do you think, Leona, that it can come down to Bono, that some people find him a bit grating?
Actually do. I mean, the man is many things, and a lot of them you wouldn't be able to say on air what people think of him. A lot of people hate him. That's fine. I mean, I just love him. Although I will say that when he goes off the stage and he starts talking, I find myself saying, you know, my eyes glaze over and no, Bono, please just hush, just sing, just sing as a song.
Shut up, Bono, and sing.
But I can separate the man, you know, the music from the man. But it just and his lyrics and the music all put together, it's just a symphony. It's amazing, and every song, you know.
Okay. Well, let's ask something slightly different then, Leona, back to you as well. When it comes to the modern day equivalent, and I know you two are still around, they're still very much making music and delighting and irritating people in equal measures, but what would you say is their modern equivalent that's around at the minute?
I don't think anybody is on even the same league, in the same field as U2. I mean, what have we got? Westlife, all our Irish bands, Westlife, Bewitched, Boyzone.
Sorry, I'm talking about now.
The script whinging to music. They irritate me as much as maybe, and I've met them and I've been at concerts forcibly as well. But whinging set the music, that's what they are. I mean, the Corrs, the Pogues, Snow Patrol are quite good, and the Coronas, but nobody is in the same league as U2. I mean, I've been, I know you guys think that everybody hates U2, but I've been in the Croke Park with, you know, thousands and thousands of other people who adore the music and adore the man as well. I actually cried when I didn't get tickets. Cried real tears, Finny, when I didn't get tickets to Croke Park this time.
I'm not totally sure I understand, and I do love music, and there's certain artists that I would really love to see, although unfortunately mine aren't quite as cool as yours. I would love to see Tina Turner live.
Oh, I'm with you.
Wow, yeah, no, Tina's pretty cool.
But I still don't get when people get so connected to music that they cry and they get overly emotional and a little bit crazy when they don't get to see them. Why that? Why feel so attached?
I just felt that I was really missing something. I've seen them twice so far, and I have missed a couple of them through having babies and whatnot. But this time, you know, I was able to go. I just couldn't get tickets. I got up early in the morning. I just couldn't get through any tickets, and I don't know what it is. It's just there's something about standing in the stadium and hearing the first strains of The Streets of No Name blasting through there, and the music and the lights and the people beside you and the atmosphere and stuff. There's something spiritual almost about it.
Should they step aside, do you think, Finola, or the likes of U2 to make way for new bands to replace them? Because they
won't step aside.
But do you think they should?
Shove them out.
Is there a thing where you've got these bands that just will not go away?
Well, like Rolling Stones.
Well, I was
They're
thinking,
talented.
Oh,
that was a low blow, wasn't it?
Producer Seamus likes the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, well, they have a bit more. Back to this, you know, there's good swagger and there's bad swagger. Rolling Stones are justified.
You make
in
it sound like a limp.
Do you know what? There's a sort of they're sexier. You know, you two are just not. Have you seen Bono's wee haircut? No, it's just, you know. And actually, it's funny you're saying about.
He's 80. He's 95.
He's
I think
pretty,
last.
he's pretty spry.
Well, let's not be ageist, Leona.
No,
He's still surely cool.
There
is he
is
not?
there is no way Mick Jagger is sexier than Bono. I'm sorry. I'm stand up for Bono here. I know Bono's listening, and I know he's going to propose to me after this. There is no way Mick Jagger is sexier than Bono. No way.
I don't know. It's one of those things that is so subjective.
Of course.
And people really link to their music. They, as you heard Leona say, you know, you link it with things that happen in your life, and then all of a sudden you're transported back there, whether it's good or bad. And you get that with concerts in particular. Any that spring to mind for you, Finola? Because I have this little inkling that you, maybe not so much now, but were a bit wild in the past. So anything from your past?
Yeah, the best concert I went to when I was young was, I think I was 17. Yeah, I think I was 17. And I saw the Pixies in the Ulster Hall. My God, that was good. And I got up on my boyfriend's shoulders, now my husband. God, I'd kill him if I did that now. And people were jumping off the balcony. It was completely crazy. It was an amazing night. So, you know, my taste runs somewhere between Pixies and the Shangri-Las, but you need a bit of wildness.
I'm not sure. Davy McCauley, Leona says, Leona, it's not too late. Give up on Bono, love.
No way, Davy. No, never. It's not happening.
It's like that joke, you know, what's the difference between God and Bono? You know that one?
God
No, I
doesn't
don't
walk
know.
around thinking he's Bono.
That's all.
Well, look, I want to know what you think at home tonight. Do you think that when it comes to the likes of U2, they are the biggest band in Ireland, they're our biggest pop and rock music export, and therefore we should be celebrating that? Or do you think, you know what, I find them kind of irritating? And I do like other bands, the likes of Snow Patrol. Are you a fan of them, Finola?
Nope.
Leona?
I love them, actually, yeah.
Thin Lizzy?
Yeah, I can take a bit of Thin Lizzy.
Why don't you like Snow Patrol?
A wee bit bland for my taste.
Bland?
Yeah, a wee bit tame.
A wild child.
Yeah,
Finola.
but need wildness from rock and roll.
Well, that's another good question. What is it that makes a good rock and roll band to you? Because I think people, even if your music taste is kind of varied, there'll always be some kind of rocky pop that you like. I think it's like a core. My music taste is terrible. I like the cheesiest stuff, 80s all the way.
I could be tempted.
81771 on the text if you would like to get in touch. Tempted?
Yeah, by some 80s stuff.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah. For nostalgic reasons, maybe.
Well, Leona, just because you are here, well, technically you're in the Northwest, we're going to play some U2 for
Oh,
you.
wow.
I know.
Can I
Finola,
have Pixies?
I'm afraid you can't, but while you listen to this, I'll get you a bucket, all right?